Okay, thanks, Jeff. I'm really excited because this is like one of my favorite segments that we do here on the morning show. Do you find yourself falling into relationship after relationship that makes you feel like you're stuck in this never-ending, twisted, spiraling cycle?
Yes, not good.
No.
No good.
Or do you ever look at your lover and wonder if you're really a match made in heaven?
Well, celebrity life coach Patrick Wanis is here, and he's going to explain if it's easy to tell if you've really met your perfect match.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Good morning.
This is very important stuff now. You're shaping the
Are
future.
you listening?
Yes, everybody, stop what you're doing, listen. Okay, so from what I understand, there's these different personality types, and they have to do with, how compatible you are with other people, right?
There are many factors about compatibility. Personality is very important. The most important is your core values. Your values must match. All right, so let's assume that this couple's values match. Then the next thing is, do their personality, does their temperament match? The test that I have is known as the 4 temperaments: talker, doer, thinker, watcher. It dates all the way back to the father of medicine, Hippocrates, and it's evolved over the years, and every personality test today is based on that. So, very briefly, there's 4 personalities. The first is the talker. The talker is very expressive. The talker seeks praise. That means they like to be popular. They like to be the life of the party. The doer is a born leader. He's a driver. The thinker is the philosophical person who tends to analyze things. The watcher is the person that stands back and tends to observe. Now that's just the surface. Here's the interesting part. The talker loves to be the entertainer and falls in love easily and makes friends easily. The doer doesn't do that at all. In fact, they very infrequently fall in love, and they find it hard to make friends. The thinker is very cautious about falling in love and also is cautious about the way they make friends. The watcher makes friends easily and falls in love eagerly. Now, of course, there are many negative aspects to both.
Right.
But the talker and the doer are what we call the extroverts. The thinker and the watcher are the introverts.
So does an extrovert belong with an extrovert? Does an extrovert belong with an introvert?
This is the question, because we always say opposites attract.
Right.
Do they really? Not in terms of core values, but yes, in terms of temperament. Because if you have 2 people that are absolutely identical, then what happens is like 2 magnets, A and A, boom, they sort of repel each other. You need the balance, the yin and the yang.
Time out, time out, time out. What if you're a mix of a bunch of different things, like you're a watcher, but you have a little sprinkle of a doer, and then a little pinch of a whatever?
Well, in your case, Christian, you're very much one type, which we'll talk about in the second segment. I mean, you're predominant in one, and by now, ladies and gentlemen, it should be obvious.
I think I know what it is.
Okay, all right. By now you do, because I'm saying it what it was. The extrovert personality gets energized by being around a lot of people. The introvert personality tends to get energized by being alone. And that's really, really important. Now, the other thing is the talker doesn't listen well. The doer tends to control.
Okay. No, I want to say we're out of time for this for right now. But Patrick Wanis actually had Kristen and I fill out the surveys, right? And so when we come back, you're going to tell us if we're compatible.
You have a lot in common, but there's something very different, which I'll explain.
Oh, I cannot wait for that one.
I'm such a cynic. I just feel like you can't put people in boxes. Okay, we'll talk about this more later, but we have more to get to, yes.
Yeah, nobody puts baby in a corner. Dirty Dancing. Stick around. When we come back, Patrick is going to explain what personality types we are and if we should date.
That is not what he's explaining, but you got to stick around because I swear this will help you out at home. You don't want to go anywhere.
Today's edition of Debris on the Roadways includes a bedliner on the turnpike southbound after I-75 in Miami-Dade and on